unconditional love, very cordial, very, very forgiving. But that also leads people to believe that I am a pushover and that I'm an easy target. Even if I tell them I'm a soldier, they like, yeah, you were a soldier. Yeah, you were in the army for 8 years. You're no, that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. All right. I mean, you see the sheep, but I'm actually a lion. That's what that means. But they don't get that again because they're operating in the 3D and an unconscious thought pattern is what they live by, rather than a conscious thought pattern. So anyway, so I told her no. She offered multiple times that I want coffee. And I already knew at this point, I was already starting to be awakened. I already knew I will take nothing from you. Nothing. I am over here to get my property and that is it. Okay. And so even then, and long after, she's been sending spell work, doing moon magic, sending the evil eye, working with either her family members or someone else. I know she traveled to Puerto Rico at some point this year. If she actually got to go, I don't know if she actually got to go because of the karmic justice that was happening. So I don't know if she actually made that trip or not. And if she did, I wouldn't be surprised if that was one of the reasons why, or if it was for some other relationship that she has, because that's her thing. Sex and money. That's her thing. Using Tinder, OnlyFans, whatever, right? And again, all of this was made or brought to me by Holy Spirit after I had left the situation. And so today, that's where things are. The investigation is ongoing, and I believe that's quickly coming to a close. There will be physical endings, if you understand what I'm saying. I know YouTube likes the word unalive and not the other word. So there will be physical endings, whether that's her, Kevin, and I'm certain it's going to be him. He's going to be one of them. And again, that's before the end of this physical year. Also, by the way, I would like to mention that this is the year of 7. It's 2023, right? That's a 7, right? This is the year of 7, right? 7's always been my favorite number since I was a child, as far back as I could remember. And so I served, I mentioned 8 years in the military. 7 of those years were on active duty. The last year or so, part of it was spent attached to a unit here in the Tampa area. And then the other part was spent in military intelligence school in Fort Huachuca, Arizona. So a total of 8 years, but 7 of them were active duty. And so that's where things are today. I mentioned her daughter. So she has a daughter that she adopted when she was an infant. And so the girl was an infant. And so that child, when I met her, and this is the absolute truth. When I met her, she would tell me, or I would witness the mood swings of this daughter. And I told my mother this. We were driving home one day. At this time, I was still a part of that house. I was taking her back home. And I said, you know something? I said, that girl, I said her name. I said, her changes in personality seem like demonic to me. Right? Because it wasn't just like, and she's now a teenager. She wasn't when I met her. She was 9. Seems like it's a light switch. And again, we talk about how bad teenagers are. That was something different. You could literally see the evil in her eyes, right? So again, I tried to let her mom know that this was a spiritual thing, the moods and changes and things that her daughter was going through. She chose to say it was something else. Her mother, the woman I was seeing, was also seeing a therapist. And she wanted me to go see him, but I'm not going to see anybody who doesn't know what my spiritual purpose and my reason for being here on this earth is. And that might not resonate with everyone because people are like, no, sometimes you need to see a therapist. No, I don't. Because if someone can't tell me, if I go to you and I say, so why is this happening? Why is this happening? And you have to refer to a book, you're not intuitive enough for me to listen to anything you have to say. Anything, right? Because whatever you're feeding me is only a partial truth, and that truth is based on science, right? That truth is not based on divine wisdom. So I have a very difficult time speaking to anyone as far as a therapist or counselor who is not intuitive, right? And highly intuitive, aligned, right, with the divine. I have a very difficult time listening to anyone like that. And that's why I was going to say I have a small circle. Today, I don't even have a circle because I've eliminated everyone. Anyway, I'm not going to ramble on about that, but that's where things are today. So who knows? Perhaps the next update will be there's been an arrest, or I've gotten a letter, or the detectives come to my door, or we're going to court, or what have you. But anyway, my name is Nehru. Thank you so much for listening. As always, I am the encourager. And talk to you next time.